Guys, you guys on I'm back with another reaction video about it. Todd, I'm reacting to Chicago drill lyrics that really happened. I'm gonna rank for this. I did the one for the Bronx, so you guys gonna watch it, it'll be up there.
The Great. Well, she is on you.
Call yourself the Great. Of course.
For like 30 days? I bet you.
Drill is a crazy culture. From dissing ops to rapping about real crimes that happen in the streets, anything goes. Here's a look at some of the wildest drill lyrics that really happened. Jizzle Bucks featuring King Von. What's next? Like they told on me before, he got a longer sentence. I think they gave him 28. He rather talk than listen. He was the only one that told. They killed the other witness. Before he was killed in November 2020, King Von was becoming one of the biggest names in hip-hop. But while many of his homies was blowing up in the industry, Von was sitting in jail fighting a murder charge. In this bar, he's talking about his homie Big Mike, who snitched on him to the police, then got a longer sentence because he refused to testify in court.
That's crazy.
On May 29th, 2014, Von went to a house party on the 5700 block of South LaSalle Street. A dude named Malcolm Stuckey was there and was supposedly giving Von dirty looks when he walked in. In Chicago, mean mugging a dude like King Von can get you killed. It ain't clear if he and Von had past beef or if they just ain't like each other.
And Von looked like actually like the sweetest person ever. Like if you go up to him, he's like
he left the party and got help from one of his homies, Big Mike, who was another BD from O Block. They came back to the party and saw Stuckey and two of his homies posted on the front porch. A fight broke out, and at one point, Von and Big Mike started shooting. During the altercation, Stuckey got killed and two others got wounded. A few weeks later, Von and Big Mike got arrested and charged with 1 count of murder and 2 attempted murders and was both facing life in prison. Von kept it solid and spent a few years behind bars fighting the case. But Big Mike folded.
Von would have got locked, like, went to life. It's like, kind of, he would have been alive, but then we wouldn't got no hits from him.
Started cooperating with the police. He admitted he and Von was the ones who shot up the party, but he told prosecutors it was Von's idea and that he was the one who actually caught the body. The case took over 2 years to go to trial, but when it finally came to testify, Big Mike ain't take the stand. He probably realized that being labeled a snitch was gonna be rough, whether he beat the case or got sent to prison. So, at the last minute, he refused to testify. No other witnesses came forward, and there wasn't enough evidence to convict Von of the crime. So, he got released, and Big Mike got hit with 28 years for the murder. Even though he ain't go through with it, Von still lost respect for Big Mike. And
hold up, I ain't know all that. I just thought he snitched. You telling me you snitched, didn't testify, and still got 20 whatever years, and think you still Gucci? And there was no witness at... They probably lied to him like there's witnesses or whatever. But you tell me there's no witnesses, y'all both could have got off. Now you doing years in prison, and I mean, long live Von is kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? But at least Von, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy
why he was
right
snitching in the first place. The prosecutors had little evidence to bring conviction without a testimony.
And you
so he probably would have gotten off if he stayed quiet.
Cops be lying.
Ain't the only one who
cops will tell you your friend is snitching, your friend is not even saying a damn thing. That's why. That's when you know you're real. Like, I don't know. That's how you know. Like, I don't know. That's when things come to light.
Real events. This next rapper talks about how he caught an op at a mall in Atlanta. TTE Day Day and THFTP catch a op.
They're from Chicago?
Catch a op in Lennox made that boy run for a minute. TTE Day Day is a rapper from Tay-Town who's affiliated with OTF and Lil Durk. In this bar, he's talking about a situation where he punched another rapper named FBG Cash at Lennox Mall in Atlanta. FBG Cash is a rapper from the Flyboy gang, which was formed by FBG Duck, who was one of Durk's main ops before he got killed in 2020. TTE Day Day was shopping in Atlanta one day when he saw FBG Cash in the mall doing the same thing. The fight was captured on video and quickly went viral after it was posted. In the video, Cash is standing in the middle of the mall listening to a fan spit a freestyle for him. Out of nowhere, someone runs up from behind and punches him in the head. He then squares up with the dude that hit him, but the video ends before showing what happened next. After the incident, Cash posted a clip of the fight on the social media with the caption, "Like 20 pushed up on me in Lennox Mall today, right after I left the jewelry store.
I ain't see 20.
Running, though.
I saw like 2 or 3, but I ain't see 20.
I still got my chain. Moral of the story is, y'all too little." He also posted a video.
I ain't gonna lie, but they could have been like, you know what I'm saying?
TTE Day Day later went on live and took credit for being the one who ran up on FBG Cash. He also dropped a diss track, doubling down on the disrespect. But he did kind of cheap shot Cash, then backed up when he tried to fight for real. So it's hard to give him the W in that situation. But if you thought that was wild, this next rapper dissed the ops for killing an innocent person over a coat. TV in the cut, and Poppy from TW, and Richie Jerk, Taekwon way. The ops, they be killing for coats. TV in the cut, Also
I
known
thought he
as
said coke.
CB, was a rapper from Taekwon World, a set of the Gangsta Disciples. Taekwon World beats with other BD sets like O Block, 600, and Front Street. This bar is aimed at members of Front Street who allegedly killed a 15-year-old during a random lick. On December 13, 2014, twins DeMario and Demasio Bailey was going to school for basketball practice. They got off the bus at 63rd and State Street and headed in the direction of the school. But as they was walking under a bridge, they got stopped by 4 teens. They demanded the twins to give them anything they had and try to steal Demasio's coat. DeMario tried to defend his brother, and they both started fighting back. But one of the dudes fired a gun, hitting DeMario in the chest.
For what?
4 suspects later got arrested for the murder, including 3 17-year-olds and a 15-year-old. According to police, the teens already robbed 2 other people at gunpoint for cash and cell phones. Allegedly, 3 out of the 4 of them was from Front Street. Neither of the twins was from a gang, but they grew up in the South Side. So, in this bar, TB is dissing his ops for targeting random people and taking a life over a coat. But if you thought that was crazy, this next rapper took shots at his ops for running off on him after one of their homies got shot. Billionaire Black, crazy story, last chapter, King Von diss. My homies ran on me, swear I seen them by the door. Billionaire Black is a rapper associated with the Flyboy gang, aka FBG. He's also from a BD set called Welsh World, but mostly grew up around GDs, so he's considered an insane BD because he beefs with other BD sets. His most public beef is with O Block and 600 because of his affiliation with FBG Duck. In this song, Billionaire Black is taking shots at
Alright, my bad, my camera died.
On November 6, 2020, King Von and his homies went to the Monica Hookah Lounge in Atlanta, Georgia, where they ran into Quando Rondo and his crew. Quando and Von was beefing over a situation with NBA Youngboy, who Quando was signed to. So, when they saw each other, it was on sight. Von went up to Quando and punched him in the face. But Quando's homie Lil Tim pulled out his burner and started shooting. When this happened, all of Von's homies ran except Slutty and Moowop. Moowop is one of Von's day ones, and they were seen together often on social media when Von was alive.
I wanted to say something, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? You just see a lot of people from Von's time running. Some of them say they ran because they didn't know where the shots coming from, which is understandable. Like, if I hear mad shots, I'm going to be running too. Like, I hope y'all running too. But you can tell the real ones are the 2 who, like, stay next to Von, like, making sure nothing happens to Von. You know what I'm saying? Like, they all, like, you can't, there's nobody at fault, because once you hear gunshot, you're running. Once you hear the sounds, bro, you're running, because you don't know where it's coming from, so of course you're gonna run. Makes sense.
All of Von's homies ran except Slutty and Moowop. Moowop is one of Von's day ones, and they were seen together often on social media when Von was alive. Moowop was also one of the O Block members who got arrested for killing FBG Duck. The video footage from outside the hookah lounge shows Moowop running up to Von after he got shot, even though Lil Tim was still running from
Quando or somebody from the school.
Him with a gun. Slutty was another one of Von's close homies. He was the brother of T-Roy, one of Von's day ones. Slutty also got shot that night and lost his life. But in this bar,
and that's what I'm saying, they say he got killed from the cops, so I can understand what they're talking about. Like, when you hear mad different shots and you don't know where it's coming from, I'm gonna be running too. I hope y'all run with me, you know what I'm saying? Or I hope y'all running.
He's dissing the rest of Von's homies for running away after he got shot instead of fighting. Many of them ran and hid in the doorway of the hookah lounge to avoid getting shot, but someone fired back because Lil Tim got shot multiple times and was brought to the hospital before being arrested for murder. If you thought that was wild, this next rapper...
So somebody was shooting. I don't know, I just felt, it's a gun involved. But it looked like they was running before the gun, so I...
About 2 brothers who got chipped the same way 3 years apart.
God, girl.
I would love to present you with a business opportunity. Okay.
Oh, I'm like, what's this? I
Take 600 and S-Dot with the shits. Little Mark and Shondell, they got killed in the same way. Bus Stop brothers. Tay 600 and S-Dot are 2 rappers from the 600 set of the Black Disciples. 600 beats with the STL EBT set of the GDs and the 051 Young Money set of the Mickey Cobras. In this bar, Tay 600 is taking shot at 2 brothers who was killed while waiting for a bus 3 years apart. Shondell Gregory, aka Tuka, was a 15-year-old STL EBT member. On January 12, 2011, Tuka was waiting at a bus stop when a car pulled up in front of him. A passenger hopped out and exchanged a few words with him before shooting him multiple times. Tuka was pronounced dead at the scene when police arrived. Tuka was a well-loved member of STL EBT After his death, the gang took on the name Tukaville in his honor. Tuka's killers never got caught, but many think his death was payback for the murder of a BD named Edric Walker, who was rumored to be killed by the GDs. Tuka's death was a major event in the war between the BDs from 600 and No Block and the GDs from STL EBT. After that, BD members like Chief Keef started talking about smoking Tuka, which just added to the active war between the two gangs. A few months
when I first heard the name Tuka, I really thought they were talking about weed. I promise you. Until like I really like, I probably started like realizing it was an actual person probably 2016. Yeah. Because I really thought it was
a high-ranking BD member named Odie Perry got killed. Many believe he was killed by KI, a female shooter from STL EBT who was close to Tuka. After that, the BDs in Parkway Gardens started going by the name O Block to honor OD, and the two gangs been beefing ever since. Mark Campbell, aka Little Mark, was Tuka's brother. He was from 051 Young Money Gang, a set of the Mickey Cobras. On March 25th, 2014, Lil Mark dropped a remix of Lil Durk's song, Competition, called No Competition, where he took shots at some dead 600 and OTF members. Even though 051 was heavy in the streets, at that time, the BDs had all the rappers. This was the first time a rapper from 051 Young Money went viral for a diss track.
And I think that's why I really like listened to them more, because the only person I knew was Duck that like was really rapping, but like when you like Chief Keef, Reese, Dirt, Fredo, who else? LA, Rondo, you know what I'm saying? It was just so much of them coming out. I was like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? You forget about the people they, you know what I'm saying? That's other people that's making music.
But not all attention is good attention, especially in a city like Chicago. Just 3 days later, on March 28th, Lil Mark got killed while standing at a bus stop, just like his brother Tuka. Around 1:30 p.m., a van pulled up at the bus stop and started firing, shattering the glass. BD members later took pics and shot music videos near that same bus stop as a way to diss their ops, including Lil Durk. Some think this was the reason Durk's cousin, Newski, and his manager Chino,
if you know your brother, you gotta start moving, you gotta move
got
better.
killed by one of 051's main shooters, 051 Melly. But rappers from 600 and O Block have continued dissing Tuka and Lil Mark in songs, making them two of the most disrespected gang members in rap history. But the BDs ain't the only ones who diss they dead ops. This next rapper took shots at members from NLMB and O Block. FYBJ Main, 300 dead ops. Kobe got his ass clapped, J Money took a headshot. FYBJ Main is a rapper from Charles City. He's considered an insane BD and was cool with GDs like FBG Doug and beef with 600. In this bar, FYBJ Main takes shots at NLMB and 600 members. No Limit Muskegon Boys, aka NLMB, is a set made up of renegade GDs and Black Peace Stones. NLMB's most famous members are G Herbo and Lil Bibby. In this bar, FYBJ Main is taking shots at one of G Herbo's day one homies, Kobe. Jacoby Heron, aka Kobe, was killed back in 2013 after leaving a party for Lil Bibby's brother's birthday. They was all posted on the block, shooting dice, when Kobe decided to leave. A few minutes after he left, they heard gunshots and ran down the block to find Kobe dead on the sidewalk outside of McDonald's.
I'd be like, boy, you ain't going nowhere. We all going together. What the hell? I ain't gonna lie, we live in like in neighborhoods like that or like that type of environment. I ain't walking nowhere there. Like,
they will kill Kobe.
Especially if I know like I'm so hard. Are you bugging that long?
Was a casualty in the war between NLMB and main ops, a GD set called Kill to Survive, or KTS. J Money's an O Block member who got killed Labor Day weekend of 2013. He was well respected and was considered one of O Block's top shooters. Supposedly, he was killed after being set up by a female who convinced him to come to Charles City's hood. She told him to come to the 6600 block of South Rose Avenue. But when he got to the house, he saw two ops waiting for him. He tried to run away, but wasn't fast enough and ended up getting shot 4 times. No one ever got arrested for J Money's murder, but is rumored to be a member from STL EPT.
Fellas, if fellas, females, don't invite nobody nowhere if y'all not going somewhere public, because anybody will set you up. Male, female, will gonna set you up. Don't trust nobody. I'm telling you, do not trust. He should have knew that. You don't trust nobody. Especially if it's nighttime. If it's nighttime, let's go somewhere in public. I'm like, I don't know. But if you guys like this, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell on so you're not ready video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.